Hi there, and welcome back to History of Fleetwood Mac. I'm Anita. Today we're going to do another off video because I keep finding more stuff. Because what? I should not be trusted alone with my collection. This isn't really fair. This is actually kind of a cheat. It's been a weird day. It's been a really weird day. I'm in Portland, Oregon, if I haven't mentioned that 100 times before. And we've been having really weird weather. It's beautiful. It's typical Portland, but we really haven't had much rain this year at all. And a couple days ago, like last Thursday or Friday, it's what are we on Tuesday? Something like that. Anyway, not too long ago, it was like really hot, really super hot. And there's a period of time for most people in the world, but especially in certain parts of like California and Oregon and such like that, where you had both your heater and your fan out at the same time. Because you might need your fan out in the middle of the day, but at night you need your heater. And that's where we're at. And it is pouring rain. It was. I haven't looked outside again recently, but yeah, and it just kind of makes me, I don't know why I feel like when the temperature changes a lot, when it drops or when it goes high or something like that, I always just feel kind of off. So as a result, I was getting together some other things for a video that I'm well in the midst of making, but then I found this other stuff and I'm like, no, this is going to do it for tonight. So bear with me while I show you some of the lamest stuff you've ever seen in your life, but it's totally all my Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks stuff, right? So we're going to start off with, I think, the two strangest things, and that would be boxes. One of my friends on a site said, is there anybody else besides me who collects Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks boxes? And I'm like, now, I can't find most of my boxes, but for example, what I'm talking about is like when you get something from Fleetwood Mac. For example, I got this from my friend Dawn got me some coffee from McFleetwood and a coffee cup, and it came in this box. I'm not throwing this box away. It's an awesome box, and it fits 45s just right. This happens to have all my Susie and the Banshees, which is not much, as you can see, but it's just a perfect little spot. It goes up above me where you can't see, where I have some of my records. And it perfectly holds that, but it's a great box. It has Mick Fleetwood on it. Like, why would you get rid of this? It's really cool. And I don't think I'll ever do a video exactly where I'm talking about his coffee, because I don't think he has it anymore. I'm not even too sure he does that anymore, but I might just do a little thing because I know I have some of the wrappers and stuff. I think maybe when I come up into the year that it had it, and I want to say we got this in like 2022 or something like that. So like probably when I do my scrapbook and I'm talking about stuff that's, going on around that time, I'll probably talk a little bit more about that. But this box is just funny. I've had it. I love it. Even my friend Dawn was like, I mean, yeah, I see why you would keep it, but at the same time, it's a box. And I'm like, yeah, but it has, okay. You either are with me or against me. I don't know. And on that note, the big box set, the Stevie Nicks box set, the records came in this box. Now, who's going to throw away a beautiful It's so stupid. It's freaking cardboard. Okay? It's useless cardboard. I could cut this out, I suppose, and put it somewhere. It says Stevie Nicks all over it. Is my address on there? Who cares? Like anything would happen to me in this, Yeah, I mean, Stevie Nicks, complete studio album. Stevie Nicks again. So it's on two sides and the top. And then on the front and back, it says complete studio album. So, I mean, technically, if you were to move, and you want to pack it up, I guess, and it was well packaged, I should say. This is the box and how it came. It was nicely packaged. So you'd want to put it back in the box, I suppose. Or actually, I could just probably put it back on the box and keep it in the box like that on my shelf so that it just stays, because since the other albums that got released have been played, I keep the rarities separate. Like I think I told you on the video about my box set. And, but, I've listened to them. But if I'm going to go listen to Street Angel or in Your Dreams or something like that, I'm probably going to go with the other ones that got released after the box set. So, yeah, but it's just kind of funny. Now, what's also funny is that the Barbie doll, which is going to be another video on its own because I don't have the second one yet. I still only have the first one. I know, it's really weird. It's just, I can't believe I even got the first one. When the first one came out, it was on a super sale. I got that doll for like $40, if you can believe it. And I was newly unemployed, so I didn't want to ask my boyfriend for anything. I felt so guilty, but we had it on like the Target card, so you kind of couldn't say no to that. And but I have a box with the Barbie doll came in, and it says like Stevie, Barbie, Stevie Nicks. I have no idea where that is though. And I imagine if and when I get the second one, there might be a box like that similar. But I know there's that one Barbie box, and I know that there's another box And I want to say it, but it doesn't say anything on the outside like this does, but it's something else. I received a box set or, I don't remember, but I thought it was funny. I thought just in general, just who would keep cardboard boxes? That would be me. That would be me who keeps cardboard boxes. And while we're going on the subject of containers of sorts, I will talk about my bags because, you know, and unfortunately I have far less than I used to. And these ones I do apologize. This one came out in 2020. I don't remember. I don't remember. I want to say the 24 karat gold when the tour was first starting, possibly. And a friend got me this because I hadn't been able to get it. And as you can see, this one and another one have been damaged. I brought them home to wash them. I brought them home to watch some videos and see if I can like spray it because it's canvas. It should be cleanable, but is that a word? Should be able to clean it, but you know. But yeah, so this is really neat because it looks like the old Wild Heart era, but it's a more current one. So there's that one. It's a good size. You can kind of tell by, you know, like my arm, like how big it is. It's and it's pretty heavy canvas. It's thin, but it's heavy, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's just got a nice weight to it. It folds up really nicely. So there's that one. Oh, then everything else fell down. I've sold a lot of my bags, unfortunately, which just really bums me out. Just, you know, I've needed them. And, you know, there are things technically you could probably get back. You know, a friend of my mother's taught her a long time ago, because my mother's kind of a collector like I am in general. She doesn't really have one thing she collects, but somebody always said, never collect anything or never have anything that you can't replace, which I just thought was a really neat piece of advice. And, you know, I've sold some of my stuff, and first of all, I'm perfectly well off without it. You know, I used to be a person who would never get rid of anything, nothing. And then, you know, when I lost my job and things have been going the way they are, I've had to let go of some stuff, and it's been incredibly difficult, but I find myself a little bit more calm and relaxed afterwards, a little bit more relaxed and accepting than I would have been. A, because I have to, and B, because it's going to somebody else who's actually enjoying it and respecting it, giving the love it deserves, like my posters or my coffee cups or some of these bags. I mean, how many bags can you carry in a day, right? You can't have all these. So it makes perfect sense. This one was for the '09 concert, so this would probably be the oldest bag I have at my disposal at the moment. This one is slightly bigger than this other one, and it's a tad bit thicker, but not by much. So you can see kind of the other one. About the same width, though. This one might be just a hair wider as well. So it's a much deeper bag, and I think that's why it's a little bit heavier, you know what I mean? So that, you know, because it can hold more. But much like the other one, there's some stains here at the bottom. I don't know why all this happened. I mean, I used them and such, but you know, I don't get stains like this on my purses and stuff, so I don't know how this happened. So that kind of bums me out. But anyway, trying to see what ones I can, you know, clean and protect. But then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clean them and protect them and then put them back in a closet somewhere. I'm sure of it. So, yay. This one also came out with the, I think this came out with Crystal Visions, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this one would not get rid of. This one is hard to come by. This is a nice messenger bag. It's a nice like pleather kind of thing. It holds records perfectly. Record albums fit absolutely perfectly in this. Get something here. So yeah, and can probably hold about 20 or 25 in there. So usually like if I go to record store day or something like that, I'll take what the hell did I pull out? Just goes to show you my weird, complete, large collection of records. I'm like, oh, I have that? That's neat. Go back. All right. So anyway, this is really a neat bag. And, you know, like I said, it's kind of hard to find. I don't like to take it too much, though, to record store day or something like that because I have. But I also don't want to damage it. You know what I mean? Because records are very heavy. And you don't want to put too many in there. But it's nicely made. It has no boo-boos on it yet. Oh, yes, it does. Just kidding. See? Ugh. That sucks. Might be able to fix that. Not too sure, but zipper's still good. This came in a bag or something like that. Like it had like tissue over it or something like that. So I should probably wrap it up again. Yeah, this is a nice one. You know, at the same time, I mean, I should probably just freaking use the thing. I'm never going to get rid of it. So this one is filthy. So do forgive me for all the, I don't know why there's dog hair all over it, but Gypsy. I should probably lay it on it when I was getting ready for the video. This one is current. This one came out, I want to say, during the last tour in general that she was on. But I do know that one had come out. I think I showed you guys this in one of my videos, but in one of her concerts, or one of the videos I did on her mugs, one of her concerts, she had one and it said Peace, Stevie Nicks. So it was just like this one, but it said Peace above it. And then on the other side was this artwork. So she had the cups and the artwork. And I think I sold my bag, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure though, because now I can't remember if I sold it or somebody got me one. If somebody got me one, I wouldn't sell it. But yeah, so it's one of the two. As you can see, I still find stuff all over. I mean, it's, there's not a day that goes by that I'm not like, oh my goodness, so, and it's funny because I used to really keep it very, very meticulously put together. And we used to be in a really much larger place. So I think that was part of it. It was all like in a room. I mean, there's some stuff like on display and stuff, but it's all kind of in a room. And what's even funnier about that is all the stuff that I'm doing for my scrapbooks and stuff like that. It's all in these boxes that I tell you are just off camera that keep getting thinner and thinner. Yet I'll go through a folder or something like that and I'll find more pictures or I'll find more clippings. And that is really, really weird because that's not something I've ever been. My clippings have always been together. My photos have always been together. So it's just weird when I go and I find a bag or something. And so anyway, and then this one had come out, the Lindsay one. I think possibly on the last tour or the one before that. And I think I have another one like this. I have several more bags, trust me. I just can't think of what they are or where they are. But the last, there's another bag, but I'm going to save that for last because I want to show you this, which I don't think I ever showed in a video. I don't think I did. This is somebody gave this to me, I want to say. This was for the VIP people in Australia. This was for On With The Show, so that was 2015. And this is a little, handheld thing. And if you fold it up right, good luck with that. I've never been one of those people. If you unfold this, this is a blanket. Like if you're, people who are VIPs don't sit up on the lawn. So I don't know what the point is, but, maybe just to cover themselves. But this is really cute. And basically the only thing that would indicate its, authenticity is the stitching on this. There's no promo hack on it. There's nothing else on the blanket. There's no tag that indicates. It's just horribly, that looks awful. If I were a VIP, I'd be pissed. I'm being perfectly honest. I would have put something on the other side to, make it look a little bit better than that. That's just me. But you unfold it, and like I said, it's like a picnic blanket. It's really nice. The same time I got this, maybe I did buy it because at the same time I got this, I had gotten a VIP piece of luggage, which I wish to God I'd kept, because when I decided to get rid of it, first of all, it was a pretty small piece of luggage. It was a proper suitcase, but it had so many pockets that by the time you try to put anything in any part of it, it was going to be like this wide, and it was meant to be like this wide. So that was, kind of the crap part about it. But like if you had another piece of luggage and you wanted it as like, I guess in the overhead compartment, maybe it would have fit in there. But it was just really cool. But it had something similar to this. It just had like, I wish I'd taken a picture or anything and just what it said. But I think I got this and that at the same time, but I've since sold the piece of luggage, which is a damn shame. Like I'm going somewhere in June. It would be really nice, flying. That'd be kind of cool to have. So yeah, it just came in this little bag. No box for that. But that's just a little piece that I have upstairs. And then finally, I wanted to show you this last bag. Sorry for the short video, but it's kind of a bonus showing you this at the end. This is really cool because I was at a Comic-Con, and I work Comic-Cons often, and I worked my first one in Seattle, Washington, because a lot of people from Twin Peaks were going to be there, and I'm a big David Lynch Twin Peaks fan. And as I was walking around the merchandise stuff, I walked by a table, and they had this beautiful bag that's clearly 100% Stevie Nicks. And what's really funny about it is if you remember or you go back through my Tusk era scrapbooks, well, in the Tusk tour book as well, there's this picture of Stevie, or similar one. She's wearing the beret and the blue velvet little shawl or whatever like that, little coat, whatever, and a picture of Christine McVie in also blue velvet, but something different. Those pictures are, this one by Stevie for sure is by Richard R. Moss, the photographer I mention all the time as being one of my favorites. And I always think of Richard for his black and white photos. And I forget sometimes, which again, if you went back and found my video, you'd be hearing me say the same thing. I always forget that this is a Richard R. Moss photo. So it was kind of funny about that. And I told him about it because I do see this used a lot. there'll be other times when I find them, there's like this same person had like photos, stickers, which I bought one, and like candles. They have like the, have you seen those candles that people make and they put different celebrities on there, and it's like, they have them in the, like the angelic way or something like that. They're like prayer candles, but they have like Ozzy or Stevie Nicks or Lady Gaga or something. They're very clever, very cute. And they had this one of Stevie, and I was super cool, but I was a little bit perturbed because it was, Richard's art, photography, and it's just being used left and right. Like it's, like it's common, what's the right word I'm looking for? Like common property, or, and so, he's, what's he going to do about it? I mean, his Richard is, deceased, and Abel, his brother, is, the one taking care of things, and he's not going to go track everybody down. But it is interesting that it's one of his photos that's used. But the reason I showed you this as the last one is not only because it's not an official piece of Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks merchandise, but it's really cool, is that what I did get, which is really cool and one of a kind, because it is direct from a proof sheet. Trying to see, it looks like it says something on the back, but I can't make heads or tails over which way direction it goes. Just notice that. Ilford Sabachrome, I guess it's a kind of paper. I have no idea. But this thing I've never seen. I've seen other outtakes from that photo session, but I've never seen one like where she has her hands down like that. And this is something that I got not too long ago, and that is gorgeous. And, obviously it's Richard again, and it goes, with this sitting. So that was just a little bonus, because even when I go to make another page, like if I did the retro, like I had done with the Wild Heart ones, and I go to show this, I'm not going to do a retro on this one page to show you this one itty bitty, picture. So this was perfect. It was meant to be. I was like, what am I going to do a stupid video on like boxes and bags? But look, it was meant to be, to go with this one. So hope you enjoyed that one. This one I've never seen. I mean, I really have not seen many outtakes of this. Certainly nothing from a proof sheet. So this was really a great find, and something I was really excited to share with you. And anything I've shown, she kind of has her arms crossed like this, or something by her head. I've never seen her arms down like that. So again, it's just a really pretty, really unique picture, and hope you enjoyed it. It's being shared here first, so pretty cool. So that is it for tonight. Back to something else tomorrow, but nothing, off the cusp like this. Like I said, this just happened tonight. So I have some really exciting things to show you from Mirage Era, really exciting, but I haven't put them together, and I don't know how I want to do it yet. I haven't decided what approach, and maybe I'll have that ready by tomorrow, because you guys won't believe it when you see them. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow as kind of or maybe I'll save that for Friday. We'll see. Thank you so much for joining me. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.